Lewis Hamilton, F1 star reveals future plans ahead of Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Hamilton has wrapped up the title but is in Abu Dhabi for the final race of the year this weekend. The Brit was fourth fastest during the second practice session in the Middle East, with Mercedes teammate Valtteri Bottas leading the pack. Hamilton has won 5 world titles, lifting 4 of them in the past 5 seasons. At 33, there is still plenty of time for the former McLaren man to at least match Michael Schumacher's record of 7 championships. And while Hamilton admits there are plenty of challenges to come, he can't wait to get away and recharge the batteries. "I love driving the car," Hamilton told. "Every weekend when you turn up and get in the car is an amazing feeling. That never changes, and the challenge of each weekend is always life is boring without challenges. But it's different for other people. A lot of people in life don't care to have a challenge. Maybe they take an easier route, but for me I like being challenged, being faced with new challenges each day, and that's something that's not given, and I love when it's hard work. At the moment, my next challenge is to have the best holiday and off period ever." Mercedes chief Toto Wolff knows it will be difficult for Hamilton to catch Schumacher. "You have to have a blueprint for what you want to achieve and then push hard, and obviously records are an interesting object," Wolff said. He's won 5 driver titles now, and he's second now with one Manuel Fangio, which is unbelievable. He will be setting his sights for his next title, but before 7, there is 6, and I can assure you this will be very difficult and complicated next year. We wouldn't have won 5 championships without Lewis. He is an exceptional driver and an unbelievable human. He's been an integral part of the team. Related articles. F1 News: Max Verstappen broke Daniel Ricciardo by doing this at Red Bull. That's according to former Dutch racing driver Tom Coronel, who believes Verstappen's dominance over Ricciardo in 2018 has taken its toll on the Australian. Ricciardo will leave Red Bull next season to start a new challenge and team up with Nico Hülkenberg at Renault. It ends a 8-year partnership with Red Bull Racing, having first signed for as a reserve driver for sister team Toro Rosso in 2010. Ricciardo has been frustrated in his attempts to challenge Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton in the World Championship over the past few years. And the emergence of Verstappen as Red Bull's #1 driver clearly irked Ricciardo this season. His campaign was dogged by mechanical issues throughout the year, resulting him failing to finish 8 of the races. Ricciardo's decision to join Renault came as a shock to many, but Coronel believes Verstappen's consistent performances began to wear the 29-year-old down. Ricciardo is 100% broken by Max, Coronel told. "It's just going to gnaw at you when your teammate is constantly faster, while you have the same equipment. You can see in the data where it is, and you cannot beat them. Then when you know there is someone on this planet that is faster than you, look, you are no longer a sportsman." The irony of Ricciardo joining Renault is the fact his problems this year with Red Bull have largely been caused by Renault's engine. He has signed for Renault for 2 years, but Coronel can't understand why the Australian made the move. "Renault, let's be very honest, is just a step back," he added. "They have the same engine as Red Bull, but Red Bull can score and Renault does not. So that means only one thing, and that is that you only go for the money because you know that you only have 3 to 5 years to go in Formula 1. Related articles. F1 2019 driver lineups, who every driver will race for 2019, includes Hamilton, Vettel, The 2018 Formula One season draws to a close this weekend at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Teams will then take a 4-month break before the 2019 season gets underway at Australia. Most teams have already got their seats sorted for next year with a number of interesting changes. But there are still a few places up for grabs heading into the winter break. F1 2019 driver lineups: Mercedes Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas Ferrari, Sebastian Vettel Charles Leclerc Red Bull, Max Verstappen Pierre Gasly Renault, Nico Hülkenberg Daniel Ricciardo McLaren, Carlos Sainz Jr. Lando Norris, Force India Sergio Perez TBC, Lance Stroll rumored, Alfa Romeo Sauber Kimi Räikkönen Antonio Giovinazzi Williams George Russell Robert Kubica Toro Rosso Daniel Kvyat TBC, Alexander Albon rumored, Haas Kevin Magnussen Romain Grosjean. Drivers' seats available: Force India and Toro Rosso are the only two teams yet to officially confirm their two drivers for next season. However, it is widely expected that Lance Stroll will take Esteban Ocon's place at Force India. The Canadian's father led a consortium which has taken over the struggling F1 team, hoping to seal Stroll's switch to Force India. And it looks increasingly likely that Ocon will have to make do with a reserve seat in Formula One next year, with reports suggesting Alexander Albon will take Brendan Hartley's seat at Toro Rosso.